Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good evening. Good evening, everybody. Good evening from the Channel 9 studios. Welcome in to Sports Chat with Mr. 33. I am he, Mr. 33. And of course, tonight, it's a little bit different tonight, but as always, on a Monday night, anytime I come on here now on, as football is winding down, we will be talking about the WWE Monday Night Netflix. That's what I call it. I ain't even tripping about it, right? So let's just get right into it, right? They started out tonight. Uh, they do the intros and all of that. CM Punk comes down to the ring. Uh, Punk is having a conversation. He's addressing what he think it needs to be done. He gets rid of the fact like I ain't thinking about Seth Rollins no more. I'm not thinking about him no more. Y'all know Seth is going to take exception to that. Oh, before that, he announces he going to enter the Battle Royal, but it's really King of the Ring, right? Is that the name of it? King of the Ring? I think that's the name of it. The one in February. I'm blanking right now, y'all. So as he announces he going into that match, Seth comes out, and Seth is like, "Yo, you just really think you would, huh?" They go to their little conversation. He walks up to the ring. Seth like, "You know what? I ain't beat you this time, but I tell you what, I'm gonna enter the Royal Rumble, so that way you don't get to win the Royal Rumble." So it's like, oh my God, this is what we doing. We going back and forth, right? So then Drew McIntyre comes out. Drew McIntyre mad because everybody came out to try to stop Roman Reigns. He gets mad at Seth, like, you was nowhere to be found, homeboy. Like, you're like, really? This is what you do? So you want to fight me? So I ain't got time for you. So let's just go ahead and fight. So, they all get in the ring. Well, Seth's like, nah, excuse me, Drew, like, I ain't doing this, man. I'm entering the Royal Rumble. So now all three of them is in the Royal Rumble, uh, as well as Roman and a couple other people. And then, uh, so that was the first situation as far as Raw. So then we get to an actual match. Chad Gable, y'all know Chad Gable, the fake Kurt Angle. So yeah, he's in the match. He's in the ring talking about who is he gonna fight with a mask on. I guess he thought he was fighting one of those LWO people, Rey Mysterio, one of them. So now they come out and they get what's his name? Penta. Penta's from AEW. I really didn't know much about him, so I had to watch the match. He's just a quicker. Well, he's a young Rey Mysterio, right? So so he gets in the ring. Uh, they tussling back and forth, whatever. Chad Gable, he really think he Kurt Angle, so he's suplexing them all over the place. He's they're going through all this. Uh, Penta has a lot of quickness. Let me say that. Realist, what's going on with you, right? So we talking about the new guy Penta. They finally revealed Penta. He came out and fraud Chad Gable. So he gets out of the ankle lock. Uh, so Penta eventually puts him in a Penta driver, right? So it's like, all right, cool. So he pins him, gets 3 count. Penta wins his first match. He goes up here like, yo, I'm bringing a new era in. All of that, right? Uh, we get up to the next match. The next match is Ludwig Kaiser versus Sheamus. Sheamus been out for a little bit, but they've been beefing, right? So Kaiser taking the lead. Sheamus come back. He hits him with a white noise, and then all of a sudden, he puts him in. He gives him a bro kick. Ludwig Kaiser loses. Sheamus wins the match. After the match, though, you see Braun. What up, though? Braun. You see Braun after that, and then they get a little fake tussle, real quick. Uh, Impromptu match, right? Uh, I forgot who. Oh, Sami Zayn fought the Miz as an extra match. So Sami Zayn, he pretty much just took out. I don't know what's going on with the Miz. I mean, he getting a longevity check, I guess, because he's not looking good in the ring. Sammy put him in a lure kick, and then he finished him off with some move that he ain't did in forever. I forgot the name of the daggone move. Uh, oh my god, it'll come back to me. But anyway, Sammy wins the match. Uh, what is it? Is it Blue Diamond? I think that's the name of it. Blue Diamond. Uh, so after that match, Gunther's in the ring. He talking. That's the word's favorite wrestler, Gunther. Blue Thunder Bomb. That's what it's called. Blue Thunder. The Thunder in Paradise. That's called. But anyway, so Gunther's in the ring. He talking. Jay comes out. Jay do what he do. Gunther try to disrespect him. Jay say, "Yo, listen, check this out." I'm paraphrasing, right? Just summarizing real quick. Meet me at main event. You know what I mean? Let's just go for the Saturday night main event. I don't know. I don't know if that match has been confirmed. Oh, really? So I don't know if you know, but Saturday night main event is going to be on the 25th. I think that's 8 o'clock. On regular TV. But uh, so pretty much Jay challenged him for the main event. We don't know if that's going to go down. So now we get to the women's intercontinental championship final match, right? Uh, Dakota Kai and Lyra Valkyria. Dakota was looking real good. Uh, we shouldn't be we shouldn't be shaking. He's an entertainer. He's not an athlete. That's the thing. He's not an athlete. He's an entertainer. So you can go in there and look like Otis. Because Otis, do you think Otis is in shape? But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, they getting well anyway, so Dakota and Lyra, they holding it down, back and forth. Dakota trying to pit, like Dakota doing everything possible, super kicks, whatever. She doing everything possible. Uh they doing it, like Lyra keep getting up. Uh then Dakota, she slips up and Lyra gets her with that Nightwing, and now she the champ. You know what I'm saying? So it's like so like Lyra Valkyria is now the champ, right? So she's the first woman champ. For me, that just means what you call it is going to go through. Ain't no more. What's the name of that group? The group Bailey started. Uh, uh, uh. Oh God, they about to break up because ain't nobody winning over there. Dakota didn't win. EO didn't win. So I think they're about to break up, right? So Rhea comes out, right? So Rhea has a little promo. Come on, Rhea's talking. They play some music. Nia comes out, like, yo, Damage Control. Yeah, that's the name they just. I don't even remember the name. So Nia comes out and like, yo, listen, man, I'm just tired of you. I'm thinking about coming over here. So come on, let's do the damn. Like she talking smack. She beefing with Tiffany now because Tiffany beat her. So Bailey's in the crowd. She bothering Bailey. Bailey jumps over, like, yo, listen, straight up, man, we might as well just go ahead and do this. So, Nia up there trying to beat everybody up. Rhea headbutts her. Now y'all know the rule when you deal with those people, right? Those people being the Samoans, they got Nia as a Samoan, even though she's from, like, I think Australia, I think. But you can't headbutt these people. But Rhea hits her with a headbutt. Nia shakes it off and busts her on the head back, right? And then Bailey comes in. They work together real quick and just put her up out the ring, right? Uh, so now we get to the oh my god, we get to this final match. Damian Priest. That was the last match, y'all. The main event was Damian Priest versus Finn Balor. Priest coming out with the kendo stick. Uh, they fighting. Then these little goofy dudes come out. JD and Carlito, and then when they come out, War Machine comes out. Uh, they number it up. Yeah, they still dragging it. Hopefully this is it though. But anyway, uh, they even it up. Get the cool. They Damien looking real crazy, getting coup de grace through tables and all of this. He recovers. He he gets up out of that. He throws. He puts little ass Finn Balor through the table with the razor's edge. And then he does. He power bombs him with the South of Heaven, and he gets the 3 count. So that was pretty much Raw. It was like maybe what was I just say? 1, 2, 3, 4, like 5 matches, 6 matches, 2.5 hours. Uh, it was more like for me the best match was the ladies match. Uh, you know, I know they're going like I think Lara Valkyria. I mean Lara Valkyria, excuse me. I think she's gonna hold on to this belt for a little bit, right? Uh, they're gonna use her through the Netflix stage till about maybe a little bit after. I'm gonna say she'll hold on to it a little bit after WrestleMania when they really find out who's gonna be doing what. Uh, but she looked it outstanding in that match. Shout out to Dakota, right? Dakota, that's what one thing about the women's division on both shows. The women they do hold it down. They do put on some good matches. Like if I'm being honest, this was like the best match of the night out of all the other matches tonight. Like they really held it down. They put on a championship match. Now, unfortunately, Dakota didn't win, so you know, Lyra Valkyria, she gonna hold it down and go forward. They do be getting busy. That's what I'm saying. And it's like, it's nice to see. Now, I don't know if they should be main eventing WrestleManias as they did a couple years ago. I get it. They was pushing the women, but it has to be like fire. You know what I mean? Like it gotta be like that. I don't think they could hold that back 35, 40 minutes. The women, right? I don't want it to be like war games either. You know what I mean? But they shout out to them. They did what they can. Uh, they did what they needed to do to make that women's intercontinental belt look like it was. I mean, it looked tiny and small and all of that. But you got to remember these are ladies. They can't be walking around with the big goofy belts. But the match itself, they did what they needed to do to promote how intense or how athletic these matches is going to be for the Intercontinental belt. So I was super happy for that. But other than that, uh, Sammy got his little win. But once again, the main matches didn't occur, right? We see Gunther made an appearance. He didn't actually fight. We still gonna wait on that decision if they're gonna make that a main event on Saturday night's main event or make it a match on Saturday night main event. But we'll wait and see how that goes. Rhea came out. She made an appearance. We don't know if Nia is going to be on Raw. We know they was talking about her coming to Raw. But, she got back in the beef with Bayley. I don't think Bayley's on Raw yet. So, it's all about waiting to see what happens in these next 2 weeks. Like I said, hopefully that Damian Priest and Finn Balor, that has to be over. And it has to shatter Judgment Day because there's nobody with a belt. And I don't even think Dom was out there to help interfere in that match because it was just JD and Carlito and I think the War Raiders. So I don't know if they're going to, I don't know what's going on, but, we didn't. The YS6, I think they were supposed to make it. I think they made an appearance. I can't even remember. Like they've been a little MIA. So I'm trying to figure out if they're going to Smack. There's a lot going on, right? But the matches, like I said, they was the women. The title match was the best match. Damian Priest and Finn. They try to Commander. What up, Nine? Uh, they tried to make that the main. Well, they made it the main event, but I don't think it was like it's like watching replays all over again. Yeah, it does. It does make them look weak because at the end of the day, there's nobody holding the belt. That's why for me, it's going to be interesting how this goes. Are they going to break up? Is it just going to be? Is it just going to be Damien? I mean, Finn and them trying to make a new Judgment Day. I don't know why Finn trying to make anything. Whenever he makes something, it breaks apart, right? If we go back, we remember when Edge started that, and then they put Edge out and made Finn the guy, and then we saw Damien become the guy, then we saw Rhea become the girl, and then we see they both had the belts. So it's like Finn, you just here, and then he wins the tag belts. Like that means something. That's not an individual belt. But every time he try to do something, it's like, yeah, he looked real goofy with it, right? So it's going to be interesting to see what happens within these next couple of weeks. Uh, I think they announced the match last week. I think they announced the match. I can't give me. I gotta remember who was the match though. Uh, I think it was Drew McIntyre and Seth. I think is gonna fight on next week's Raw. Right, that's the only match I know of for right now. But you know, now we're gonna see how much momentum that they allow uh the new women's intercontinental champion have going forward. Like I was saying earlier, uh, you know, we gonna, we got you got Dakota Kai. She may get a rematch somewhere down the line. Io may get a match with her. Uh, I know they may start her off with like the Selena Vegas and all of those things, to get her on a winning streak, the momentum going forward, right? But it's going to be interesting. Now we don't know what's going on Friday. We got to wait for Friday because we know SmackDown is something totally different. We got to wait to see what's going to happen with the new bloodline and things like that. Will Kevin Owens make an appearance before the Royal Rumble and all of that other stuff? Will Roman Reigns make an appearance before it said the 20? I know Roman said he was making an appearance on the 27th or the 25th. If it's the 25th, that'll be main event. If it's the 27th, that'll be on Raw Netflix. So we don't we seen Paul Heyman last week talk about coming out there. So we don't know like what's going on as far as the swapping of people on the shows yet. So we just gonna have to be on standby, watch certain matches. But going forward, like I said, we don't really know what's gonna happen. Like they're gonna have to sooner or later, I guess. Braun and Sheamus is gonna have a match again coming up within the next couple of weeks, or is that gonna be on main event? We don't know. But it was a lot of it was a lot of commercials and a lot of talking during this Raw, but it's just a different thing. Which is different. What up, though?
What up, though? Can you hear me? Am I on mute?
Yeah, you good?
Oh, thought I was on mute. All right, yeah, bro. Um, no, they said Karrion Cross said the Wild Six got moved to SmackDown. No,
Yeah, they did get moved to SmackDown, but I thought they was gonna make an appearance tonight. But I didn't. Like I said, I don't even like. What does that leave them? Where does that leave Karrion Cross and this little crew? You know what I'm saying? There's so many moving pieces right now, but he gonna look weak because he ain't. I don't even remember the last time he had like a real good singles match carrying Cross. You know what I mean? So I don't.
Yeah, he
Maybe
gonna
they're
look
gonna put
weak.
him with Braun. I don't know.
He want the smoke with YS6. Gary and Cross want the smoke. So I mean that he want the smoke. He was pissed at the Miz, like, hold on, bro, you told them to nah, bro, we want the smoke. Like you done told them to move, you little scary mother. He's like, no, he want to break it, bro.
Yeah, but that don't. I mean, now that yeah, I mean, who they going like? Who are they gonna fight now?
I mean,
I don't. That New Day,
you still got
the New
a
Day
lot
is
of people.
irrelevant.
The tag team champions, they can go after them, the War Raiders. I mean, there's a lot of people they can go after. But bro, that match with Lila Valkyrie, bro, they've been pushing her since NXT. Bro,
Yeah.
bro, she the truth, bro. I like her, man. I like Lila. Man, when she did that suplex off of the post, I thought she
The,
messed something up for real, bro. Like she a good ass actor, cause I jumped off the bed like, oh damn, she fucked up. Like, like
yeah, she was like damn, she down. Are they even like when you first see it? It's like damn, are they even gonna finish this match? But she kept pushing, and like I said, I don't. I never really looked at Dakota Kai as someone that could carry a match because anytime you deal with damage control, they're always in the mix. But she did a good job. She did a good job. You know what I mean? Like making the match seem like, hey, this can be like a good half an hour match. They going back and forth with it, but she couldn't win it.
man, I was about to be mad. I didn't think they was gonna let Lila win. Bro, I was about to be pissed. Like, hold on, man. But no, they let Lyra win. Bro, and I disagree with you. That match with Damian Priest and Finn Balor, bro, that shit was crazy. Man, he did the broken arrow off of the thing, bro. And bro, he went on a gurney. He like, nah, he wheeled that bitch right back down to the ring. Like, you gonna get this.
Yeah, yeah, because he was like, yo, see the thing. See, I said the women were better, but at the same time, I'm saying like Damien was like, yo, I'm so tired of this damn fights. Like, I mean, look, I'm not my brother's keeper. I'm about to kill this dude right here, right now. I'm about to body him. And he just
Yeah.
did what he wanted. Like, I'm tired of this match. Like, I need something new. Now that this should, if it's over, what are they gonna do with him? Like, what are they gonna do? They're gonna have
Oh, they
they
about to
he
break the Judgment Day up. That's broken up,
oh
bro.
the Judgment
You
Day is
see
over. It's
you
over.
see how Dom
I agree.
and Liv was reacting. I mean, how they was
Mm-hmm.
interacting. And then Dom wasn't, like you said, Dom didn't even come down there and help. So, I mean, that's gonna be a thing. So it's probably gonna be a beef within them. That's the next beef. Dom probably look. I think they about to turn him to like a baby face. What?
Because he the only dude. Look, he gonna be the only dude. They gonna be jumping him all day. They gonna be punishing him. Now, the
His
only
daddy
thing I
gonna
can
come
think
save
about,
him.
you think his daddy good? You think? But see,
That'd
the
be
the,
dope,
the new
man. I've been waiting for that for them to because I don't like that storyline. Him and his dad beat up. I don't like that. I want to see them come together. That's how they go. But see, I'm telling you, that's how they go get him to turn babyface is reuniting him with Rey Mysterio, and then Rey Mysterio gonna retire. Cause Penta there now, bro. Man, bro, that
yeah.
that match was cringy, bro. I thought they was gonna die, bro. Man, you ever watch some of his man? Bro,
Um,
like that, bro. He got some high risk ass moves. When he flipped
yeah,
off, bro, when he flipped off the ring, he hit his head, bro.
yeah.
Man, Gable did not catch him, bro. I was like, damn. I was
Which
like,
why we
damn,
expect the
bro.
cat Chad be able to catch anybody. This is what I'm like, yo, come on, he's the fake Kirk Angle. He ain't catching nothing. He can't catch for shit. So now he try to catch dude coming off the top rope and over the ropes and like y'all straight tripping, man. I don't know, man. Like they have, but are they gonna bring? What's that? What's that? Are they bringing a lightweight? Oh, the what is that division they used to have? Not the X division, not
Cruiserweight.
that because that was a show. Yeah, cruiserweight. They need to bring that back then, so these dudes could like get it. Like you got him, you got two or three people in the LWO. You got the other little group, the fake LWO on the other side. You got people that can actually get through these matches, but they have to allow these dudes time. I think if they make that division on Netflix, they can push 3 hours. You know what I mean? Because they can get like two or three matches out of that, and then push the other people like Braun and heavyweight champ or Dad and all of them. They can
Man,
stretch
we
it
ain't
out.
talking about. Man,
No,
I'm
I'm
about
just
to be so
saying.
pissed. If Jay Uso don't win the belt, bro, I'm gonna be so pissed, bro. I might stop watching Raw. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. If Jay Uso lose that, bro, I'm like, why Jay, bro? Pick anybody else, man. Leave Jay Uso. If you ain't gonna let him win, just leave him alone, bro. I
But
mean, he
who
may
are you?
look like it.
Go
You
ahead.
said what? No, I'm saying
No,
he
I was
may
gonna
look
say,
like a loser, bro.
but who are they going? But that's what I'm saying. But that's the crazy thing about it, right? You're not gonna put Punk up there and have him fight on Saturday night. Y'all try to make CM Punk the main event guy. Y'all try to make Seth the main event guy. Jay is the main event guy, but y'all don't want to put him up there, so y'all gotta leave him in the little Saturday night main events and stuff like that. Raw post shows and all of that. The dark matches and like, what are we doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, he got the taste of the belt, so it's like, all right, cool. So he can't touch championship belt. Like, they just do him wrong. Like, you gotta ride the wave. I don't think they want to ride the wave like that. They just want him to be relevant and sell merchandise like LA Knight. He's worse than LA Knight if you really look at it, right? Because LA Knight could hold the belt for a little bit of time. Jay only held the belt for 28 days. You know what I'm saying? And now they try to put him back in the bloodline story. Then now he ain't got no story. Now he ain't got nobody to fight. Like, who is he gonna fight? You see what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. The Raw side of things, they have to figure this out because after the main event, you got Royal Rumble. Then what? What is it? What like? What's the new storyline? Like next week ain't gonna be nothing because they're gonna try to hold out for Saturday night main event. Then after Saturday night main event, they're gonna hold out for the Royal Rumble. There's no. It's like there's gonna be no storyline. So they're just gonna be having fake matches all over the place. They may have like Sammy and Jay hook up with somebody to fight Judgment Day or things like that. I'm presuming they're gonna have Ray and Pantera fight the New Day next week. There's no storyline because they trying to rev up the pay per view. So I don't know where they're going with this.
Man, I'm Raw. I don't know, bro. They got too much stuff going on. They got SmackDown people coming over there. I don't know who's Raw, who on SmackDown. This shit confusing, bro.
Right, that's what I'm saying. It's like you gotta watch. It's like they making you watch the Raw on Netflix because you don't know who's coming, who's going. They just telling you who's going. Like, all right, why is six y'all going to SmackDown? Okay, so they're going to SmackDown. Who they gonna fight? They're gonna fight the Bloodline. They're gonna fight Jacob and them. We don't even know where Solo at, but that would be a way to get the new guys to come in for the new Bloodline. So I get that. So you like it's like you got to pay attention. Then like now you even got to pay attention to NXT because you see Obi. I'm gonna
Finish.
call him Obi One. Yeah, he came. He was there tonight. You know what I mean? So it's like okay. We showing y'all, we giving y'all glimpses who gonna be in the Royal Rumble. He gonna be in the Royal Rumble. You see, they got JBL trying to come back, so I don't know who he bringing back with him. He better not be bringing back no fucking Baron Corbin. I swear, I'm not watching it. But it's so many moving pieces. You don't know who's gonna do what, where the storyline gonna come in from. They have to do some work with it. You know what I mean? I know Trick gonna be in that Royal Rumble, so it's so many different moving pieces that you can't really pay attention to who's going and who's coming and who's going.
Yeah, I can't wait till Trick Williams come in.
He need to come in and just punch Carmelo Hayes. If he go to SmackDown, just punch Carmelo Hayes in his face so he can sit the fuck down somewhere. Sick of Carmelo.
Yeah,
Sick
but
of Carmelo Hayes.
Did you hear what Carmelo said? That he was tapped in with Solo.
Yeah, so I don't. That's what I'm saying. Solo making some moves. I don't know. Like it's confusing because it's like, okay, Solo was making moves before he left. Now they still talking about it. Now Jacob and them are just we presuming he been calling the shots now, right? Because he out there like, let's go beat up LA Knight. Let's go jump on Paul Heyman. Well, we don't know if Solo's in the mix or not. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. I don't know what's going on, but that's why, with the Wyatt Six going over there, it's very possible that they could be going to face the bloodline and, they bring in a couple new people. So it's something to look for. But like I said, we all on pins and needles because we don't have a clue who's going to do what and when.
Commander, what up, Nine? My bad. My bad. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
man. Bro, what happened with Minnesota, man?
I'm about to touch. I know what happened. That man was gun shy. For those of y'all that don't know what we talking about, tonight's game was the football game was the Minnesota Vikings going to, I almost said LA. They wasn't in LA. They was in Arizona because of the fires. They played the Rams, and the Rams put a whooping on these people. What was it? 27-9. So Sam Darnold was sacked 9 times. He was seeing ghosts. He was losing the ball. He got fumbled. He lost a lot of money. I'm gonna just say that he lost a lot of money. The momentum I was leaning to, the Rams seem like they have it. Philadelphia better be ready because that's who they playing next. They play the Philadelphia Eagles in Philly. That's I think that's the Sunday night game. Yeah, that's the Sunday night game. I think Sunday night. But I tell you one thing, it leaves a lot of room for that number 1 seed in the NFC North. I tell you that. And it's crazy, right? Because when you look at it, right, we all was going into the playoffs. We saying, okay, we got a 15-win team, a 14-win team, and you had that little 12-win team, the Packers. Now the Lions stand alone, right? Packers didn't show up. I don't know what the hell happened to Jordan Love Saturday. We just saw what happened to Sam Darnold tonight. But we now have the final 4 on both divisions. The Texans will be playing the Chiefs Saturday. The first game 4:30, and then the Detroit Lions will be playing the Washington Commanders at 8:15 in Detroit. And the other 2 games is going to be, the Eagles and the Rams play the first game. That'll be at 3:00. And the battle for the MVP. That's what I'm gonna call it. As Baltimore heads to Buffalo and play the Bills at 6:30. So those are the final 4 games. We gotta be updated because I seen a couple injuries tonight. I don't know if the Rams are getting these people back. Jalen Hurts looked as suspect last week. I don't know if he can turn it around within the next few days. But listen, we seeing what the running backs could do, right? And Jahmyr Gibbs ain't even play, right? We saw what Saquon did to keep Philly game hopes alive. Because if Saquon don't play, the Eagles losing that game with no problem. We saw what Derrick Henry and Lamar Jackson did together against Pittsburgh. Ran them out the building. K1 Williams, he did a little bit tonight, but it was really about Matthew Stafford. Listen, we know that Matthew Stafford has the potential to go on a run as he did a few years ago. And, I don't know if the defense could play like that every weekend, but as long as you got Cooper Kupp and Puka Nacua, it always gives them a chance. And Philly's back cornerbacks and safeties and the back line is very suspect to me. So I'm looking for a very good game out of that. And of course, will Kansas City keep it going? Can the Texans, can they keep Patrick Mahomes at bay? So those are all the questions going into next week divisional games. Oh, shout out to the Pistons. I'm gonna do this for my guy. So shout out to the Pistons. They beat my Knickerbockers tonight. It was listen. I know Cade Cunningham is not known, right? I'm gonna just say this, right? If you don't watch basketball, right, you're not gonna know who Cade Cunningham is, right? But if you do watch, if you're going to start watch basketball, you have to turn him on, right? You have to tune in to watch him. The way he plays the way he plays the game, you would have to look at him as a he's not a bigger Westbrook. He's not that explosive. He can get to the basket. He can nail a jump shot, but he can do everything that Russell Westbrook could do. Just look at him. You can look at him as a triple double guy, and now they're surrounding him with them pieces. They look good. I don't like Isaiah Stewart. Is that his name? I don't like him at all. He's wild.
Leave Stu alone, bro. That's our Draymond Green, man. Leave Stu alone, bro. He be in the hood, he be in the hood for real, bro. My homies got pictures with him, man. He be in the hood for real. Him and Jamie Williams. Look, leave Stu alone, bro. Hey,
I'm saying
that's our Ron Artest or Bill Laimbeer. That's our Draymond Green, bro. Hey man, leave Stu alone, bro. We scrap with Stu, bro. We game bang with Stu. We don't play that.
But yeah, they 2 games above 500. They playing some good basketball. We was talking about them earlier and like a couple of weeks ago, but they're playing good basketball and they made so many timely buckets tonight. The way they was moving the ball tonight to get those open shots, it wasn't a fluke win, and y'all know I tell the truth, right? I don't care if it's my team or not. Yeah, he don't listen to word. Don't listen to word, Commander. But they're playing good. I don't know what Bickerstaff is doing, but is that the coach? Hey, which coach is it? Yeah, I think it's Bickerstaff. One of them dudes. One of the Suns coaches. But he's doing I don't know what happened to Monty Williams. I don't know why he couldn't get them on this.
Monty they did go into the hood, bro. This is the problem. Look, man, Sam will be in the hood, bro. Look, man, when you come coaching for the D, if you don't embody the city, you don't work out here. That's just how it be, bro. Larry Brown used to be Larry Brown used to be in the hood, but he used to be on Belle Isle, bro. He used to be close. He like suburb hood. He used to be in Belle Isle chilling a lot, bro. Larry Brown used to be on the island, man. So when you don't come into the city and you just you don't work out here, but when you embrace the city, man, you do good things here, man. Jim Caldwell did the same thing. He was downtown a lot. Jim Caldwell used to be in the casino, bro, too.
They fired him. They said he winning too much. But that's another story for another day. But but they playing. Listen, like I said, the city. Well, I don't know about the Wings, but like I was telling you before, it's the momentum, it's the energy that you guys have been picking up since the baseball season, if we're being honest. Like nobody expected the Tigers to get and do what they do. Now we saw what the Lions are doing. We see Detroit playing good ball, and like I said, I don't know what the Wings are doing, but it's just a energy that seems to be carrying on, you know, throughout, and like it's just different. Like if you like look at the DMV, right? You got the Ravens that's making noise. You got the Commanders. They making noise, right? They trying to make noise. I don't know if they'll win this week. To be honest with you, I don't think Dan Quinn got that energy to understand the offense that he's about to play. But in that area, you got two teams, moving up in the playoffs. So it's something different for that area. They ain't seen that in a while. So when you get a energy that's right and it hasn't been there for a while, you just gotta ride that wave, ride that emotion, and that's what I think those areas are doing. Like Tampa Bay wasn't supposed to lose that game, but they let Jaden Daniels do what he do. Let me get this important for this fourth down. Let me get this ball to McLaurin and defense. Y'all just hold on real quick. But Baker did do a lot of screwing up, fumbling the ball on their side of the field. Giving them short room for a touchdown. Like you can't do that and expect to win. You can't keep giving extra possessions. You can't
Hey,
keep turning the ball over and think you're gonna win.
bro, look, they see Jared Goff do stuff and they think they can do it. Jared Goff can do that. Dan Campbell can go. He can go on fourth down on his side of the field, lose it, and the defense stand up. You know what I'm saying? That's what we do. Y'all, everybody can't do
Mhm.
that shit, man. We just that. We just be doing
It's
that. That's just what it
yeah.
is. Hey, that's just what it is.
You don't have that energy to go on out there and do that. So it's like it's not a consistent thing with everybody. We know that, we know what Dan Campbell. I don't care where I'm at. We're gonna go for it. I don't care if we right there. We could be on the 30-yard line, on our own 30, and we'll go for it. Everybody can't do that. So when Baker's sitting there doing all of these goofy plays and you turning the ball over, this is the result. Now you got the Commanders going up there instead of the Rams. I'm glad that the Rams, let me just say this. I'm glad the Rams didn't go up there because I think you'd have been nervous. You'd have been nervous.
Yeah, yeah. Anyway, it go, bro. I don't want to see the Rams until we have to. I just don't, bro. I mean, that's look. Dan Campbell said, "Look, man, this is why I know the Lions about to win the Super Bowl because he's been talking about storybook, and that's how everything been lining up, bro. How you gonna go 14-2 and another team in your same division go 14-2? That don't even make sense. When has that
They
happened?
don't.
You know what I'm saying? That has never happened. And now you gonna be set up. It's gonna be, bro. It's about to be. When we get past Washington, it's gonna be L.A. and Detroit. Stafford will come home and try to spoil their only Super Bowl run that they might not. You know what I'm saying? That they never had. This is the best chance they got to get to the Super Bowl.
It's a
Everything
great
is set up
storyline.
for them to get to the Super Bowl. And guess who's
Absolutely.
gonna
That's a
come in and
great
try to
storyline.
ruin it? They former quarterback. They former number one quarterback. The guy they chose to run the franchise, and they got rid of. And he left and won a Super Bowl already. So now he about to come back and try to spoil Detroit's chance to win the Super Bowl. This is
To
storybook
get to
shit,
the
bro.
Super Bowl, look.
Nigga, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Wow. That's a crazy storyline, but I tell you this much, you can't write a better storyline. That shit, the WWE need to steal this type of idea because they they can't write that better than this. But that's
bro.
a crazy way to look at it.
And then when you get to the Super Bowl, then you got the Ravens or the Bills. I think whoever win that game, I think they going to the Super Bowl. I think Patrick will sit his butt down. But so you got both of these teams beat the Lions already. So now if they matched up with the Lions, ain't nobody they're gonna be like, man, Lions can't do nothing. They had run their defense decimated, and then bam, they pull it off, win the Super Bowl. This is gonna be the best, the most historic Super Bowl in NFL history. Why? Because the Lions Lions won. Like whoever thought that shit, bro? You play Madden and simulate years, 20 years into the future. Lions still never won nothing, bro. They still never won nothing.
I
I
can't
gotta
take this
stop
guy
y'all, bro.
nowhere.
I got,
Yeah, go
I
ahead. You
gotta
get ready
stop.
for your show, man. Go ahead.
Yeah, I
Get
just
ready for
noticed
your
my bad,
show.
bro.
I see you.
I
Yeah,
just
go ahead.
noticed.
We'll be over there in a minute. Shout out to the word, man, for coming through
For
and,
sure, bro.
giving his Detroit lesson to the peoples on in the chat, right? But yeah, it's a unique situation, like I don't know if people remember. Yeah, it would be that, Commander. When a city got that type of buzz, right? Like I think for New York, it was like we had one in '86 when the Giants and the Mets won the World Series and Super Bowl, and then like '94 when the Knicks went to the finals and the Rangers went to and won the Stanley Cup. We had those type of things, and then that's when the Yankees started becoming relevant once again, right? It's just the energy. Like I said, it's like sometimes you get a pick me up from just the world of sports, right? Because it's hard to explain if you don't follow sports or if you're not an avid sports fan, right? But when that energy kicks in, right, it's like yo, like when I used to work for the Metropolitans. And we went on that run to 2015 World Series. Oh man, it was so much like the electricity, right? The zap, the zing of that momentum getting all the way to the World Series. Like, yo, we gonna do this. I mean, it didn't work out that way, but you gotta understand, like when that train start moving, that momentum moves, man, you think you're gonna knock everybody off. Like even this year, right? Uh we running through look, we beating everybody, right? We beat the Padres, we beat this one, we beat that one, right? We get to the Dodgers, we lose to the eventual champs. We didn't have enough. But we understood, like, yo, if we get a couple more pieces, we can be right back in there. So that's why they spending the money that they spend. They spend for Juan Soto. They're about to re-sign Pete Alonso, right? They trying to get some pitchers and bullpen people to get back to where they just left off. Now, of course, you got to execute, right? You got to make sure that same, baseball is different because you got to play 162 games, and that's hard to keep going for a whole 6 7 months. But when you got 82 games, or in football, you got these 17 games plus the playoffs, it's just something different. Everybody was so gung ho on the Vikings. What up, Nine? They were so gung ho with the Vikings tonight, right? And look, they came out and laid a stinky goose egg. I mean, they scored a touchdown, but it was so out of reach that it didn't even matter. You know what I mean? So going forward, you gotta keep that momentum because look what happened with the Vikings. They lost, and now they lost back to back games. Now they eliminated. They can't. They gotta wait till next year. Now they gotta figure out, do they want to keep Sam Darnold? Can they make this run again with Sam Darnold? Are they gonna get rid of him? Are they gonna bring the rookie quarterback that they have drafted and put him in line? There's so many things that they gotta figure out now, right? Most people say leave it with it, run it back. He just had two bad games, and he did have two bad games. There's no doubt about it. But he got sacked 9 times a day. He lost a fumble, and he made the Rams defense look like Aaron Donald was on the field. That's how bad the Minnesota offensive line looked tonight, right? So it's so many decisions that goes into these type of situations, just like in Pittsburgh, right? Russell Wilson, he started off hot. Now he ends the season with a 5-game losing streak. Do they keep him? Are they going to keep him? Now they talk about Mike Tomlin should go away. Like the man ain't had a losing season in 20 years up there, but in fairness, he ain't won a game, right? And look at Dallas, the Cowboys. They don't even want Mike McCarthy. Nah, you done. You straight. We ain't re-signing you. But we don't want nobody to have you before we tell you dismissed. Right? So there's a lot of things going on in the off season for those teams that are not in the playoffs. Right? You got, like I said, you got Patrick Mahomes. Will they win the three-peat? That's the biggest. That should be the biggest question going into this upcoming divisional weekend. Will they win to get to the? Will they make the AFC Conference Championship again, or will the Texans surprise them? What's going to happen in Buffalo? Will Lamar Jackson shock the world and get to the AFC Championship game over Buffalo? Will Josh Allen continue his great play of the season and overcome Derrick Henry and Lamar Jackson? It's so many questions going into this weekend. This is what the playoffs do when you won and done. You don't have to worry about the best out of it. Nothing is who wins the day, right? We seen tonight, right? We seen a 14-win team get decimated. They ran rush shot all season except for the Lions, and now they play the Rams, and they scored one touchdown. But that's what momentum do. That's the thing. When you have that momentum, right? You got to remember the Rams was in the bottom of the division in the middle of the season. They came back, stormed, and won the division. Now they won a playoff game. Can they continue this in Philadelphia? BDB gonna say no, because he fly, eagle fly. But you know what I mean? It's just the momentum. You got to keep it going. And you see what happened when you rest players. Now, Kansas City got to be careful because they ain't playing like 2.5 weeks. Patrick Mahomes and them ain't playing 2.5 weeks. You just can't rest on what you already know because this is this is a different team, right? It's not the same regular season team. And this the playoffs. This is one and done. You come out there rusty, you might not overcome that rustiness. Now, shout out to Jalen Hurts. He came back from concussion protocol, but he had that number 26 on his team, so he held them down. This is why, for me, Saquon Barkley should be the MVP. I get it. I understand that Lamar Jackson had a great quarterback year, and I understand that Josh Allen had a great quarterback year with no receivers and all of that. I get all that. But the thing that Saquon Barkley brought to that team, right? He brought Christian McCaffrey energy. Who's Christian McCaffrey? Christian McCaffrey is the guy that can run for 1,000, 1,500, in Saquon's case, 2,000 yards, right? No injury. Like he played all 17. Well, he played 16 games. They rested him the last game. But he got 2,000 yards. He got about 500-600 yards receiving, right? You can't beat that. That's like all world record right there. That may not even be repeated ever again, which is for me why I think he should have broke the record and had all purpose yards, like 2,800 all purpose yards. I don't think that will be touched. But again, because he's a very unselfish player, that shows he understands what he's making these choices himself, especially like in the last playoff game. He had a chance to rip off a 60-something yard touchdown run. He got the first down. He made about 40. He got over 100 yards. He slid down like, let's just take a knee. I'm straight. Sometimes you got to be selfish, right? You got to be selfish with the things that you're doing. And you gotta tear these people up because you may not never have this opportunity again. If your name could get in the record book, you could be the greatest running back of all time. And now I got this record. Let that last for 40 years. People will be talking about you. But sometimes it's not good to be an unselfish person in the world of sports, right? But we'll find out sooner or later. But those are those are the games that's coming up this weekend. Like I said, the Chiefs will be playing the Texans at 4:30. The Lions will be playing the Commanders at 8:15. The Rams and Eagles will be playing at 3 o'clock Sunday, and Baltimore will be in Buffalo at 6:30 around that time Sunday. So Saturday and Sunday we're down to the Final Four in the NFL. We spoke about basketball real quick. It was a real quick glimpse, but we spoke about basketball. We spoke about Monday Night Raw tonight. For me, it was a good show. We touched a lot of aspects in the world of sports and entertainment, right? So we're about to get down, shut this down in the Channel 9 studio, and we're gonna prepare ourselves for my guy, my co-pilot, the word, what up, though, as he's talking about the heart chakra. Commander, we ready? We got our notepads. We're gonna go on over there, show our guys some love. Shout out to the 9. But yeah, we'll be back this Friday to talk about SmackDown. We'll talk about SmackDown, and we'll probably we'll talk about NXT too. I think I'll speak about AEW. I'm gonna catch AEW. I see they trying to promote, certain people over there, whether it's Bobby Lashley, whether it's Edge, those guys, right? We'll be talking about that in totality on Friday if I catch them, right? If I catch these shows. I know NXT is Tuesday. I know AEW is Wednesday. We know SmackDown is Friday. And plus we'll preview the playoffs for divisional weekend on that day. Until then, though, you guys have a great night. Shout out to everybody that came through. Commander, BDB, my 33 brother Word, the realest one. Shout out to all you guys that came through, and shout out to you guys that'll catch the replay. To sit back and hear the conversation, see if it resonates in the world of sports, if it makes sense to you. Hit the like button, right? Enjoy the conversation. But until Friday, guys, this is Mr. 33 signing off from the Channel 9 studio, and I'm out.